Alexander Zverev will not be playing at the China Open this week. Alexander Zverev has withdrawn from the China Open just days after accusing the ATP of refusing to listen to players. The 27-year-old, who reached the quarter-finals of the US Open earlier this month, has been a vocal critic of the increasingly packed calendar. Zverev recently took part in the Laver Cup, helping Team Europe to lift the trophy with an impressive win over Francis Tiafoe on the final day. However, he struggled physically in his match against Taylor Fritz and has seemingly decided to rest and recuperate for the time being. He was initially set to play at this week's China Open but has withdrawn from the tournament, with Miomir Kekmanovic replacing him in the draw. Zverev was the second seed and reached the semifinals of last year's event, where he was beaten by Daniil Medvedev. It comes just days after Zverev hit out at the ATP while discussing the busy schedule players are forced to contend with. In a fiery press conference at the Laver Cup, he turned on a reporter when asked what could be done to ease his concerns. "I do feel like we need to do something about it," began Zverev. "I mean, I am on the player council, so I do think the ATP is working towards that. It's not an easy solution, but it's definitely a solution that needs to be made." Zverev was then asked if he was speaking to other players in an attempt to change the situation but interrupted the reporter, saying, "No, the ATP doesn't care about our opinion. It's a money business." The reporter suggested that the players should join forces to demand change, to which Zverev replied, "And then what? Boycott? We're not allowed to boycott. We get fined if we don't play tournaments. So what do you think we should do? I am asking you, what do you think we should do? You're just saying things that we have no control over. It's not us who decides. We don't want mandatory tournaments." This interests me now because this is always the question that journalists ask. They want us to find a solution, but you guys don't have a solution either. Zverev is not the only player to complain about the hectic schedule imposed by the ATP and is unlikely to be the last unless things change in the near future. For now, it seems he will be forced to pick and choose the tournaments he plays at with no sign of the calendar being reduced.
Déjame llorar, déjame soñar contigo. Déjame sentir que soy tu señor, tu amigo. Déjame volar con el pensamiento a tu dulce nido. Te daré calor en la oscuridad si te falta abrigo. Te daré calor en la oscuridad si te falta abrigo. Qué bonito fuera si me quisieras tan solo un poco. Qué bonito fuera si me quisieras un poco más. Con esos ojazos, tu pelo suelto, tu piel morena, tu voz melodiosa, la más hermosa, qué guapa estás. Te envidian las flores, dan tus colores por tu cantar. Déjame llorar, déjame soñar contigo. Déjame sentir que soy tu señor, tu amigo. Déjame volar con el pensamiento a tu dulce nido.